Today, we're about to create that kind of magic. We're planting something truly special, a rare Dutch heirloom blue wheat that glimmers like a jewel, the dreamy Flavorette pear'd rose with its unique edible petals, the resilient prairie princess ironweed, and the stunning Superbena in pink cashmere. These plants aren't just about filling space, they're about painting a living masterpiece. And by the end of this video, you'll see how a few thoughtful choices can transform any corner of a garden into a breathtaking sanctuary. But here's the thing, this isn't just about planting. It's about anticipation. Will the blue wheat turn out as vibrant as its history promises? How will the pink tones of Superbena dance with the purples and blues of ironweed? And can a single trio of roses redefine the look of an entire garden bed? Stick around, because the answers will reveal themselves as this journey unfolds. The blue wheat is where it all begins. At first glance, it's simply a seed, tiny, humble, but the story behind it is extraordinary. It's a Dutch heirloom, grown in the Utrecht region of the Netherlands since the early 1900s. This wheat is known for its mesmerizing blue hue and striking black bristles that catch the light in ways most plants never could. While its berries are technically edible, this wheat's real value lies in its ornamental charm. Imagine cutting a few stalks to add to a rustic floral arrangement or weaving them into a decorative basket. Suddenly, your garden's harvest becomes part of your home's decor. As I run my hands through these seeds, I can already picture them swaying in the breeze, glowing under the golden light of late summer. Planting them is like sowing little whispers of history, an heirloom that once thrived in European fields now taking root right here. The process is simple but deliberate: shallow trenches, a careful scattering of seeds, and a promise to nurture them. It's almost meditative, the kind of work that grounds you, reminding you why we fall in love with gardening in the first place. Next, we dive into color, the kind that stops you in your tracks. The Superbena in pink cashmere isn't just another annual, it's a burst of confidence wrapped in petals. This variety is known for its compact growth, staying lush and vibrant without becoming overgrown or leggy. Unlike other plants that demand constant pruning, Superbena maintains its shape gracefully, offering a consistent display of blooms that brighten up any pathway or border. I imagine it edging along the gravel path, a soft pink ribbon leading the eye toward the heart of the garden. When paired with the muted tones of nearby roses and the silvery foliage of Russian sage, the effect is enchanting. It's these thoughtful combinations, how colors complement and contrast, that give a garden depth and character. Every placement matters, and with the pink cashmere Superbena, every corner feels intentional and alive. And then comes a plant with a name that sounds like it belongs in a fairy tale: prairie princess ironweed. It's a newcomer to my garden, a perennial that promises late summer blooms and a structure reminiscent of asters. Its narrow leaves give it an airy feel, and its purple flowers add a regal touch to any planting scheme. What excites me most, though, is its resilience. It's deer and rabbit resistant, pollinator friendly, and built to thrive under full sun. In a way, it feels like the unsung hero of this planting day, quietly powerful, ready to steal the show once it's in full bloom. As I place it near the Superbena, I can already picture the harmony between the soft pinks and bold purples. Together, they create a rhythm, a dynamic visual melody that shifts as the seasons progress. Behind them, the textures of chokecherries, hydrangeas, and salvia form a layered backdrop that feels wild yet purposeful. It's not just a border anymore, it's a living canvas. But if there's one plant today that truly makes my heart skip a beat, it's the Flavorette pear'd rose. Roses have always held a special place in gardens, but this one? It's in a league of its own. Its creamy petals fade into a delicate blush pink at the center, and each bloom looks like it's been brushed by an artist's hand. What's more, these roses are edible, crafted to taste as beautiful as they look. Imagine adding a few petals to a dessert or using them to garnish a summer cocktail. It's luxury, beauty, and practicality all rolled into one. Standing there with these roses in hand, I'm reminded of how a single plant can change the mood of a space. Planted in a trio, they'll create a focal point that draws the eye and invites you closer. Their compact, bushy habit makes them easy to maintain, requiring only a simple spring prune to stay fresh and productive. These are the kind of roses that not only bloom but also elevate everything around them. As I work through the garden, digging, planting, and stepping back to admire each placement, the transformation starts to take shape. The pink Superbena now forms a charming border along the gravel path, softening the edges and tying together the cooler tones of hydrangeas and Russian sage. The ironweed punctuates the scene with vertical interest, adding a touch of drama. And the roses? They're like the finale of a fireworks show, elegant yet striking, the perfect punctuation to the day's efforts. There's something deeply satisfying about watching a garden evolve in real time. Each plant is a brushstroke, each placement a decision that shapes the story you want to tell. And while it's tempting to rush, gardening teaches you patience. These seeds, these blooms, they're all a promise of what's to come. It's not just about today, it's about envisioning the beauty months, or even years, down the line. The final touch of the day is stepping back, taking it all in, and realizing how much a few thoughtful additions can transform an entire space. The garden feels fresher, brighter, more alive. There's a sense of movement now, flowers leading your gaze, colors blending seamlessly, textures creating depth. It's proof that even the smallest projects can bring immense joy. And as the sun dips lower, casting a warm glow across the newly planted beds, I feel that familiar sense of peace. Gardening isn't just about plants, it's about connection, to nature, to beauty, and to the quiet moments that remind us to slow down. With the blue wheat swaying softly, the Superbena glowing pink, and the roses promising blooms for weeks to come, today's work feels like more than planting. It feels like creating a memory. So, what's next for your garden? Maybe it's time to experiment with something bold, like a heritage plant that tells a story, or a flower that doubles as a culinary delight. Whatever you choose, remember that every garden, no matter how small, has the power to inspire.